I, 25F, met my boyfriend, 32M, a year and a half ago. I am a sex worker, and he was my client. Where I live sex work is decriminalized for the service provider, but not for the client, and he comes from a Western country where it is completely illegal. He understood from the beginning that I had no intent to stop doing it for the moment, and he never asked me to, but he came to realize that the reality of this work is much darker than the image we give of it, as to make clients feel comfortable with the transaction. I came to find a balance in my work and to even be able to find pleasure in it, but I still started doing it out of necessity and because I was dealing with mental health issues. A year ago, his mother came to visit him, and he asked me to meet her. I was pretty stressed out and quite pleasantly surprised because we were only dating for a few months, but he explained to me that since it was 2 years since he last saw her, he knew she'd be happy to meet the person who share his life. We got along really well. She's a kinda intelligent woman, and he told me she really liked me. I was not exactly against him telling her about my work, but we were considering telling her I was a massage therapist. He, however, chose to tell her the truth about the way we met, and when taking her back to the airport, he told her about my background. He said that she wasn't judgmental, but I didn't expect him to tell her about it, and it really hurted to feel like it's possible to tolerate me only if we see me through a lens of pity. During the last year, I overheard some of their calls, and with the time going, he disclosed more details about my symptoms, the different medications I was trying, and even about what was going on during my therapy sessions. I told him that I was uneasy with that, and he presented this as a necessity as to make her understand my choices, since she only hopes that I would stop. I explained to him that I find it unfair that my choices have to inspect it in details, but she never once asked him to explain why he was seeing sex workers, as he is the one committing a criminal act by doing so. I don't consider it wrong. I just point out that there is no reason for his behavior to be more socially acceptable than those of service providers. He also justified it by saying, I'm only telling her the truth, but the details he is giving her are only the ones that are excusing me. He didn't tell her anything about the good thing I'm getting out of it, as if it would be more shameful for me to enjoy it, but this is something I am much more willing to share than my trauma history. She's coming back in a week, and I told him that I didn't want to see her. I respect the fact that he can talk about what he wants to anyone, but that he can't expect me to have a relationship with someone who got sensitive information about me without my consent. He shared things that only he, my therapist, and a friend of mine know about, and I would never disclose these in order for someone to accept me. I just feel humiliated. He didn't react negatively when I told him, but I'm scared that refusing to see her might affect negatively our relationship, as it could signal that I don't want to be a part of his life. I'd like to have more perspectives before committing to potentially being the AH.